Back to episode 6. Jungkook was sitting in his room. He thought, I wouldn't let history repeat itself. I wouldn't let Jungkook Youngie destroy my life again. I have to talk to him. Jungkook then lied on the bed thinking he will talk to Youngie tomorrow. After some time, Taehyung came out of the bathroom. He saw Jungkook lying on the bed and eyes closed. Taehyung came to us near the bed and then lied beside Jungkook. Jungkook opened his eyes on smelling Taehyung's sweet accent. Jungkook wrapped his arm around Taehyung and tightly hugged him. Jungkook said, Taehyung, I have to tell you something. Taehyung said, yes. What it is, Jungkook, be careful whenever you are around Youngie. He might try to hurt both us. Okay, but why will he do that? Jungkook said, sang deeply because he remembered his past now. I don't. I noticed change in his behavior when he entered jeon mansion. Things I used him in the name of friendship, but it's not like that at all. Someone made Youngie believe all these lies. Thanks asked, but how and when did you got to know all this, Jungkook? I came to know from Moon Goddess. She told me all this earlier. Taehyung nodded. Jungkook said, I will make sure history doesn't repeat itself. I can't lose you again. Saying this, Jungkook tightly hugged Taehyung. Taehyung hugged him too. Taehyung thought, well, when will I remember my past? I hope everything goes well. I am curious to know that did I die at that time? Those vampire by me, or did I live for some time? Taehyung even sided his thoughts and closed his eyes. Jungkook closed his eyes too. After some time, they both slept. Next morning, Jungkook woke up first. He glanced at Taehyung, who was sleeping peacefully while hugging Jungkook. Jungkook said while caressing Taehyung's hair lovingly, Taehyung, I really want to see you like this every morning in my embrace. I wish we lived happily forever. We just have to stay stronger and with unity we should end these devils. Kissed on Taehyung's forehead and separated him. Jungkook kissed on Taehyung's forehead and separated himself from Taehyung. He then went to his bathroom to freshen up. When household Honey was searching for something in the storeroom while she was searching through the files, something fell from one of the files. Honey picked that up when it was a photo of her childhood with Wen and another girl who looked exactly like her. Honey confusedly thought, who is this? Why she look exactly like me? Was she my sister? If so, then why I don't know anything? But I think I should ask about this from Grandma. Honey then went to the living room where her childhood friend Nu was sitting and was watching TV. Honey said, No, be ready later, okay? We will go meet Grandma. We haven't met her for a long time. After I get free, we will go. No said okay. Honey then left from there for her clinic. In jeon mansion, Jungkook and his family were sitting in the dining table. Youngie was quietly eating. Jungkook was observing Youngie, but he didn't notice anything strange. Jungkook thought, I will talk to Youngie after breakfast. Said while coming out of his thoughts, yes, I'm okay. Jungkook then continued eating. Youngie glanced at Jungkook and Taehyung for once, but then focused on his breakfast. Jimin was confused by Youngie's behavior. Young isn't behaving like himself since yesterday. What's wrong with him? Why isn't Youngie sharing anything with Jimin if something is bothering him? Jimin sighed and then focused on his food. Jungkook had to talk to Youngie while everyone was busy with their work. He told Youngie about past betrayal and told him about Taehyung being innocent. Jungkook asked Youngie to not get against Jungkook and they should be a team to fight with their enemy. Time escaped after Youngie went to meet Mia and when Joe, Hani's duplicate, he told them about them that he is ready to help them. He said that he will take revenge on Jungkook. Jo was really happy hearing that. She wanted to end Jungkook's life again. Then they will be able to live freely and rule this world. Jo told Youngie to wait for some time. She will inform him whenever she wants to execute Jungkook. Youngie agreed and then left from there. On the other side, No and Hani went to their grandma's house, which is in Lotus Pier, where Kim Isul lives. Hani was thinking, will she get to meet Isul or not? She was kind of missing Isul. She wanted to see her. Oh, Hani, you came to visit your grandma. A lady's voice came from behind. Hani looked back and saw her aunt standing there. Hani and greeted her. The lady named Wenjo nodded. Asked Aunt, where is Yun? Wenjo, he went with his father for a while ago. They will be back in time soon. No nodded. Grandma told Wenjo to bring some refreshment for No and Honey. She angrily agreed and went to the kitchen. After some time, Yun entered the house with his father. When Honey and No greeted their maternal uncle, Yun was happy to see his cousins. Yun was excited, telling about his whole day's activities and to No and Honey. Honey and Grandma was sitting in Grandma's room. Honey took out a photo from her pocket and showed it to Grandma, asking while pointing at the little girl standing beside Honey. Grandma, who is this girl? Grandma's eyes widened. She took the picture in her hand and touched it. Her eyes filled with tears. Grandma said while sighing deeply, it was your twin sister, Wenjo. She got disappeared a few years ago. Your father tried to look for her but didn't find her. We looked everywhere for her for days, but looked like she just disappeared. At last we lost hope. Sad hearing this, her eyes filled with tears. She was thinking, will her sister be alive or not? Girma sighed again, hugged Honey. No, who was standing at the door, also had in tears in her eyes. And Jeon mentioned only Namjoon and Jin wasn't aware of Jungkook being a vampire. Jungkook and Mrs. Jeon told them the truth. As they were only family members who didn't know about this, they were shocked to hear all that. They couldn't believe their ears. Jimin got to know about it as he airdropped it on Jungkook and Youngie's previous conversation. He was too shocked to hear all that. Jimin felt bad for Youngie and he comforted him. Jimin said to Youngie that he will support him and help him out whenever he needed. Youngie agreed. He was happy that his husband isn't hating him for what he did in previous lives. Jungkook started doing meditation and started practicing for enhancing his power. Taehyung was supporting him fully. He wished that the bad ones get punishment for their deaths. In Lotus View, Hani came out of an household. She was thinking something. Hani then took out her phone and texted Ishul saying, I'm in Lotus Pier and at my grandma's house. Can we meet somewhere, honey? He started waiting for. After some time, Hani got a message from his soul. Hani opened the chat where his soul replied, MG, really, I would love to meet you. If you want, we can meet at Access restaurant. Hani's heart fluttered. She texted, okay, if you are free, we can meet now. His soul texted, so Hani simply smiled happily. She texted, okay, I'm coming there in a while. Hani texted back, okay, I'm waiting. Hani kept her phone in her pocket. She was smiling, Hani, are you okay? Are you going to meet Isul? No, asked from behind. Hani turned back to look at No. No was smiling. Hani nodded. Who said, okay then, have a good time. Saying this, No went back inside. Hani shook her head and then went away from there. In a restaurant, Hani entered with a small flower bouquet. She looked around. At the last, saw Isul was sitting in the corner table and was waving at Hani. Hani went towards her. Isul said, while getting up from her seat and coming near Hani, Hani, I'm so happy to see you. How are you doing? Hani said, I'm fine. What about you? Hani was observing Isul. Isul wasn't like before. She was talking to Hani while same excitement and happiness she used to talk before. She also looked sad. Maybe Hani didn't return her feelings that's why she was like this. Hani and Isul did their lunch together. Hani paid for the bill. They had a good time. Hani and Isul came out of the restaurant. They were walking on the roadside. Isul held Hani's hand. Hani was said nothing. In fact, she liked it. She was developing feelings for Hani, but she didn't want to accept it. She was just fighting with her own feelings. Isul asked, for how long will you stay here? Hani said, maybe I will leave tomorrow. Isul became sad hearing this. After some time, Isul asked, have you thought about my proposal? Hani stopped in her tracks. Isul glanced at Hani, who was staring at the ground with cold expression. Isul said, saying, it's okay, you can take as much time as you want. He hummed in response. Hani and Isul stopped near Kim household, Isul said, while turning towards Hani. Okay then, bye. Hani nodded. Isul wanted to at least hug Hani, but she didn't dare. Isul then entered her house. Hani somehow felt disappointed as she expected a hug from Isul, but Isul left just like that. Anyways, leave it. Hani shook her head and then went away from there. Hani was happy after meeting Isul. While she was going back home, she saw someone going in a direction in a hurry. That lady's face was covered with a scarf. Hani found it weird. She started following that lady. Suddenly, a strong wind blew, due to which that lady's scarf fell on the ground. Hani got shocked to see that lady who looked exactly like her. Hani thought, is this true? Hani started following that lady as she saw that lady running in a direction while holding the scarf tightly on her head. Hani stopped at as she lost that lady's track. She looked around but didn't see that lady. Hani thought where she did go. I and Joe were twins, so she must be look like me. If she Joe, I must start investigating to look for her. Hani then went away from there. And Jeon mentioned nighttime in Taekook room. Taehyung was crying loudly as Jungkook was making love with him. Taehyung said, trying to control her cry. His cries, Havi, slow down. Jungkook said while crying, baby, you are too good. I love this. I can't stop. After some time, Jungkook relaxed in Taehyung. Taehyung cried loudly as he felt full. Jungkook lied on Taehyung and started kissing him. They were passionately kissing each other. After a long, breathtaking kiss, they parted. Jungkook said while holding his face in Taehyung's neck and inhaling his accent, I love you, Taehyung. Taehyung said while wrapping his arm around Jungkook's back, I love you too, my needy vampire. Jungkook glanced, saying, I'm needy cause I can't control myself, saying you're my heartmate. I just want to know you fully. Also, I have to practice hard for that walk too. Taehyung confusedly asked which walk. Jungkook said while giving a naughty smile and kissing Taehyung's tummy. For baby, I want a lot of babies from you, and for that I will practice hard. Taehyung blushed hearing this. Jungkook smiled as he kissed on Taehyung's forehead lovingly. Jungkook then separated himself from Taehyung. Taehyung sighed in relief as he thought it's over. Now he can rest, but it was only his wishful thinking because Jungkook wanted more. Jungkook again started his hot activity with Taehyung. Taehyung tried to stop Jungkook, but Jungkook didn't listen and continued his walk, saying, don't stop me, let me walk hard. Saying this, Jungkook kissed on Taehyung's lips to shut him up, and their hot activity continued till dawn. Taehyung slept as he was really tired. Jungkook slept too after cleaning himself, and Taehyung the next day Jo called Yoongi and told him that they are going to carry out their plan. The next day, they have to execute their plan before full moon night. Yoongi agreed. This time, Jo gave Yoongi a slow poison that will slow infect Jungkook's internal organs, and the time will come that he will become completely crippled. Then Jo and Mia will kidnap Jungkook and will hurt him to death. Yoongi said that he wants to give this poison to Taehyung too, as in previous life Taehyung killed Yoongi, so he wants to take revenge. Jo agreed with this. She had no problem with Taehyung. She just wanted Jungkook's death. The rest doesn't concern her. Yoongi was scared hearing Jo's rigged plan, but he didn't show it on his face. He took the poison and then went away from there. Jo said while smoking after Yoongi left, now that Jungkook will die in a different way. I really want to see him take the last breath in front of me, Mia said while keeping a hand on Jo's shoulder. Me too. Yoongi told Jo's plan to his family. They were shocked hearing this. Jungkook said after a moment of silence, okay, if they want this, we will give them that. Said while holding Jungkook's arm, be careful, okay? You shouldn't get hurt for real in the process. Jungkook said while keeping his hand on Taehyung's hand and giving him a reassurance smile. Don't worry, everything will be alright. After this all ends, we will have a happy life with our kids. Hearing about kids, Taehyung felt shy. He shyly nodded. After some time, a maid came there and said that lunch is ready. Mr. Jeon said, okay, everyone, let's have lunch. The others nodded. Then they all went to the dining area to be continued. So this is it for today's episode. What do you think? Is Yoongi really in Jungkook's team or not? And what is gonna be in future with Jungkook? We will get to know in the next episode. Hope you will enjoy it. Bye bye.